Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Mystic Destinies, and we are on the last chapter of Tatsuya's epilogue. So, I'm gonna jump right in. Chapter 3, Eternity. Tatsuya clenches his fist, furious at the news. What the hell? Why are they attacking us? Is it because of the Mage Dragon War? We've formally apologized since, and the ones who participated in that war, they're not even part of leadership anymore. So why now? Don't lose your cool, Snowflake. Things just aren't that black and white. You may have issued a full apology, but it doesn't mean they forgive you. Besides that, it's probably more appropriate to say they're an offshoot of the Mage Society. At least that's what I was told. There's no doubt in my mind now that they're the ones who killed Nori. I pull back now, done with my healing spell. Katsu, who told you all this anyway? Who could possibly know anything about Nori Kasima's death outside the clan? Aha, I never thought you'd ask. I wasn't given his name, but I have a strong suspicion of who he is. It was a man with snow-white hair and blue and aqua streaks. You're not serious. No, stop messing around and tell me the truth. I put up with a lot from you, but I'm not going to put up with your lies. Believe what you want, but what I told you was the truth. It may be hard to believe, but his very aura was nothing like I've ever experienced. Stranger things have happened in this world. For a moment, both men fall silent, and I look back and forth between them, waiting for someone to clue me in. I'm about to ask who the hell they're talking about when Tatsuya suddenly glares at Katsu. Do you have proof of this? No, that can wait for later. I have a more immediate question. Why the hell did any of this happen? Weren't you handling it? Why did Inara have to get hurt before you came to me? As far as I knew, I did handle it. After that little issue last summer, I told you to be more careful. Incident? What incident? What? Snowflake didn't tell you? Did you honestly think he'd just sit by and let you go to that festival with me alone if he had any choice? He was off playing your knight as usual, taking care of some Mage Society threats. All on your own, Kay? But why? That's so dangerous. Katsu could have helped. I could have helped. There wasn't any need. I was fine on my own. More like you didn't trust us. After all this time, you still feel a need to do everything on your own. Suit yourself. Katsu thrusts an open envelope at me and I take it. I've got better things to do than stick around here and be judged by a hypocrite playing a clan leader. He leans down, coming close to my face. See you later, Inara. With that, Katsu saunters out of the throne room, leaving Tetsuya and I alone. I cannot, in a way, wait for Echoes, just to see what he's like as the, love interest. Like, that's not shady and creepy. Because he comes across creepy to Inara, but... What's in the envelope? Hold up. There's just way too much going on that I need you to explain. What's been happening? What happened this summer? Ugh. Look, ever since 2 years ago, the Mage Society hasn't stopped making strikes at the Ryu clan. Or you. Katsunasuke has been keeping it under control. Till now. You've been handling this? All by yourself? Why didn't you tell me? I didn't want to make you worry. I just wanted to keep you safe, Inara. You always do stuff like this. But we're supposed to be partners, Tatsuya. Always. At least, I'd hoped always. I realize I'm losing my grasp on my feelings, so I grab my necklace and deactivate my crystal. I shove the letter into his hands. I just need some time to think, okay? I turn around before I let loose any more of my hidden feelings. Wait, Inara! I stride out of the throne room, not wanting him to see how bothered I was by his words, and my own. I leave the throne room and head outside to the walkway. I stop when I see the night sky and sigh. What am I doing? Tetsuya only wanted to protect me, so why am I so... It's so nice to be protected, but I feel like he doesn't trust me. I've worked hard to be able to not embarrass him, to stand at his side and not hold him back. So why... Maybe he thinks I'm still too incompetent. Is that why he hasn't asked me to marry him? Hello there. I spin around at the sound of the voice behind me to see Hikaru, of all people... Haruki, sorry. Hikaru is their teacher. Of all people standing there. Oh, hello. Haruki comes to stand next to me, his pale face illuminated by the faint light. He peers into my face, and I look away, not wanting him to see how upset I am. We've never talked alone, have we? This is kind of weird. I wonder what he wants. It's Kay, isn't it? That you're upset about. Yes. How did you know? It's not hard to guess. Young couples in love are often emotional because of each other. Kay just told us what happened in the throne room. I literally walk outside, he's already told them, and now the father's like that timing people. Are you alright? I nod. I am, but I think I overreacted with Tatsuya. He hasn't been telling me any of what's been going on. Not for 2 years. He totally left me in the dark. I see. So he finally told you. You knew about this? Kay ordered the family to keep it a secret for your safety. As the clan leader, we have to respect his word. You must know that. I do. But I understand it, how you feel. Chisaki kept me out of Ryu affairs for years, and it frustrated me to no end. She did? Why? I'm not a very powerful ice mage in any sense of the word. I was married to Chisaki as my only option for a future thanks to my meager skills and an early injury I suffered. I would married off to Chisaki. That sounds so bad, like she had to like slum it with him. Like, you know what I mean? Like if he's like, I'm pretty much the bottom of the barrel. It's basically what he's telling us. And he's like, I was married off to her, like she couldn't do better. Like that just sounds awful. I'm so thankful I was. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. She's the best thing that could have ever happened to me. But it means I'm nothing compared to Chisaki. Her powers are beyond compare. She's in a class all on her own. But that's what I understand. Like she's so super high up, and she's like, let me slum it with this peasant. You know what I mean? Like, did she choose him? Because it almost sounds like it was an arranged marriage. I don't know. I would just get in the way in a fight, and she knew it. At least that's what I thought. Another voice comes in from behind, and I turn to see Chisaki approaching. In truth, I only wanted to protect him. I thought because he was human that he was weak and needed protecting. That's the arrogant way I thought. And Haruki, he's so darling to me. I thought of him as something fragile and breakable that I would lose if I didn't. But many things have happened in our lives that showed me differently. Even if he isn't especially powerful, he's strong in many other ways that I am not. So I let him in fully, the way I should have from the beginning. I confided in him, and he's helped me lead the Yukamura family for years. He's a part of the Ryu clan as much as any other dragon now. Kay doesn't mean any harm by it, but you'll have to show him how strong you are too. It's not something that can happen all at once, but over time he'll come to understand he doesn't need to treat you as if you'll break. I'm sure it would help if you expressed your feelings on the matter too. I stare at the smiling couple before me, thinking through their advice. The door slides open then, and Tatsuya himself steps out. Oh, didn't know you were all out here. Is there a problem? Not at all, just keeping Inara company. Haruki gently touches Chisaki's arm. We'll be going inside now. Good night, you two. Chisaki looks briefly surprised before smiling brightly. Good night! The couple walks past their son with a glance at him before going inside. Tatsuya comes up to me. I'm sorry it took me so long. I had to update some of the elders on what Katsu told us. Oh, no, that's alright. I shouldn't have just run out of there like that. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I understand what it's like to be overwhelmed by emotion. Encouraged by his understanding, I give him a small smile. So, did you find out what was in the letter? I did. I'm surprised when Tatsuya just hands it to me. I look down at the words written in a clear but flowing script. Oh. Let's go back. I didn't know we were supposed to read it like that. Greetings, my fellow brethren. It has come to my attention that some of humankind have been moving to attack you. The last time I was here, humans and dragons were getting along extraordinarily well, so I am not entirely clear on what happened. However, I cannot sit by and abide direct attacks on my children. To this end, I shall be visiting you soon. At least I believe mortals would be defined as soon. To discuss how I may assist you in this matter. I look forward to seeing how my mighty Ryu clan has progressed. In solidarity, What was it? What did we figure out with Galacistus? I don't know. There's too many freaking oh, Galastus? The Galastus. Yeah, Galastus. There's the C's and the S's. There's too fucking many of them in that word. Is this real? I wonder the same thing. Pikatsu gave a description of the man who gave him this letter that matches the one from Legends. Galastus, the founder of this clan, hasn't been seen in well over 1,000 years. Wow. So you'll be the first clan leader to meet him since then. That's amazing, Kay. I'm honestly nervous to meet him. Tetsuya adjusts his glasses on his face and sighs. I might not be what he thinks a clan leader should be. I'm surprised that this epilogue's only going to be 3 chapters. How the fuck are they going to wrap this up? It's going to be like a 3-hour-long chapter? He might even be disappointed in how the clan's developed since he last saw it. We have changed a lot. And even though I've trained all my life, it's possible I'll be nothing as a warrior next to him. Tetsuya looks at me, and I can see the concern in his eyes. What if he duels me and deems me unfit? What if he deems the whole clan unfit? I don't know much about his personality. There's no telling what he might do. I step closer to Kay and take his hand in mine. I rarely see him worry like this. I'm glad he's confided in me, but I'm not sure what I can say. I wish I could say the words that would get rid of all your fears. I place Tetsuya's hand on my cheek and look up at him earnestly. I do know that you're an incredible leader, though. You listen to the concerns of all your people and always try to do what's best for everyone. And you've proven how strong you are just by becoming clan leader. Not a single person has disputed your power or your rule. You have to focus on everything you've achieved so far and believe in yourself and the clan. Don't forget, Galastus is someone who could fall in love with a human despite all of his power. And he's someone who wants to protect all of his descendants. I'm sure he's a reasonable, good person at heart. Thanks, Inara. I'm just glad you're actually telling me your thoughts and feelings. I always want to make you happy. It's not easy for me, but I'll try. Tetsuya takes my hand that was on his face and lowers it. He begins to walk, leading me along. Where are we going? There's something I want to talk to you about, away from the house. Ah, right. Never know when Grandpa will pop out or something. Right. Tetsuya leads me down the steps and into the dark night, and that's kind of true, because Grandpa just pops out everywhere. He's probably in, they're in the field. I'm just picturing Daichi, hello, popping out of the fucking sunflowers. Oh, whoops, I backed up by accident. We've walked for quite a while in silence before a giant field of sunflowers comes into view, and this is where he's going to propose to you, in a field of sunflowers at night. Wow, I never knew all these were back here. There's a story that the Earth Dragon clan planted these after they saw how barren the fields were. I have no idea if that one is true, though. Interesting. Well, they're beautiful nonetheless. For a few moments, I stand next to Tetsuya, watching the tall sunflowers sway in the chilly breeze. It's quiet, but for the sound of the wind, and dark except for the light of the moon. The giant sunflowers cast dark shadows over the grass and seem to go on forever. But instead of feeling afraid, I feel a strange sort of peace. Because I know Kay is with me. Why would you be afraid of fucking sunflowers? Children of the sunflowers. He reaches out to me and moves a strand of wind-tossed hair away from my face thoughtfully. He murmurs a few words, not looking directly at my face. You know, I hate it when you have to talk to Katsu. It especially kills me to have to see you touch him. Sorry, I know you don't like it. But I have to get along with him. He's your family and a member of this clan. You made the decision to keep working with him. I know. Even still, I hate it. I realize more and more every day that I just want you to be mine and only mine. The biting wind feels especially harsh against my hot cheeks, and Tetsuya reaches out to touch them. You are really beautiful when you blush like that, you know? What's this all about, Tetsuya? You're being terribly honest today. It's making me worried. You're not going to leave me, are you? No, never. Tetsuya pulls away from me and leans over to touch one of the large sunflowers. There's another story you might like about Galastus and Suiko. It tells how one day Suiko became sad when she realized that she, as a human, would wither and die long before Galastus would. Galastus. Glacistus. Because it's like glacier, glacistus. I can't. It's like it's just one of those things that you have to like glacistus. It's fucking hard to say. Glaistus tried to convince her that it didn't matter. He said he would never leave her until the day she died, and his love would go on even beyond that. Tetsuya closes his finger around the sunflower. Frost swirls around the center and spreads out to the petals. The flower falls into Kei's outstretched hand, and he turns to me, offering it. I carefully take it, admiring the beauty of it. He gave her a flower covered in frost. Look, its beauty is preserved in ice for you, he said. But, she said, it had to die first, and it will soon melt and lose its beauty, just like me. Tetsuya snaps his fingers, and the flower turns into sparkling dust in my palm. The wind gradually blows it away while Tetsuya continues. Out of the dust, he fashioned her an ice crystal instead. This represents one of the stars that shine eternally, just like my love for you, he said. Tetsuya reaches his hand, pale in the moonlight, out to my outstretched palm. With a complex finger movement I haven't seen before, the dust swirls around and reforms into the shape of a star crystal. But Suiko wouldn't accept this either. She was too depressed to see the good in anything. She said even stars die, and that crystal will one day melt, just like my life and beauty will end. Glaistus was distraught. He contemplated for days before he finally realized this wasn't a task he could succeed in on his own. So he sought out the advice of his brothers and sisters. Together, they decided the best course of action was to use all of their powers to make something that might last. This is what they came up with. Tetsuya reaches into his jacket pocket and holds out a closed fist. Then he opens it, palm up, and my breath catches in my throat. It's a silver-colored ring with what appears to be a large diamond in it. I'm gonna cry! Oh my god! This is like the most beautiful proposal fucking ever. The Earth Dragon found platinum and diamond, boasting that it would last forever. Then the Fire Dragon melted the materials. The Wind Dragon shaped it into a diamond ring. The Light Dragon made it sparkle and shine. And Glaistus cooled the ring to finish it. This time, when Glaistus brought the gift to Suiko, he said, "Look, love, I have a gift. This diamond ring will last even longer than my life, but not longer than my love." Suiko examined the ring and then accepted it, overjoyed. She threw her arms around Glaistus and said, "Thank you for finding something that will last for eternity. With this ring, I promise you that I'll love you even longer than that." Oh my fucking god. I need a moment. Holy crap. His story having come to an end, Kei looks down. I swear that the pounding of my heart is all I can hear in the still night. Suiko accepted Glaistus's gift. Will you accept mine? No longer able to contain my emotions, I tackle Tetsuya in a hug and throw my arms around his neck. And he knocks the ring out of his hand and it's lost forever. I'm just kidding. Is it too much to hope that that's a yes? Of course, I accept it. But, does this mean what I think it does? I realize that I don't want to live without you. Ever. I mean, I thought I knew that. But when you got hurt, I was so worried. I kept thinking about a life that you weren't in, and it was so terrible that I didn't even want to imagine it. You're so incredible. You're beautiful, caring, and intelligent. I don't think there's anyone in the world who could ever be more right for me. I can't see myself with anyone else. I don't want to see myself with anyone else. I want you to be mine forever. So, will you marry me, Inara? A surge of pure joy overwhelms me completely, and tears start streaming down my face freely. Yes, I mean, I feel the same way, Kei. I've been waiting for you to ask me for so long. All of the feelings I've been holding back seem to be pouring out in the form of choked-back sobs. Tetsuya looks at me, and I can see the confusion in his eyes. He starts stroking my hair gently, and for some reason it makes me cry more. Why are you crying? His voice is so gentle that I have to choke back yet another sob. Because I thought you didn't want me. You'll be 24 next week, and I've been thinking about what you said. about how you have to get married by 25. And I thought maybe you really were bringing me out here to break up with me. Oh, no, never. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to put you through all that. I just knew we're both still young, and I didn't want to pressure you. And I was so afraid you'd say no that I put it off for so long. I kept waiting for the right moment, and then after you got hurt, I knew I had to do it. I wanted you to know how much I love you. After all this time, I thought I was getting better with communicating and emotions, and yet I was once again hurting someone I loved. Don't say that. I should have just asked, but I didn't know how to ask like that, and something like that, and I was scared to hear the answer. I scrubbed furiously at my tears. We're a mess as always, but it's all right now. You made me so happy, and it was such a beautiful story. Seconds later, tears are spilling from my eyes again. I'm so happy. The music is just weird, just to this weird loop. I bury my face in Kay's chest to hide my tears and sobbing. He slowly strokes my hair and lets me hold on to him until I calm down. When I pull back to get a good look at him, he holds out the ring, my ring, in his hand. He stares at me meaningfully, and I finally understand what he's trying to say with his eyes. I hold out my left hand, and Tatsuya slips it on my ring finger. It sparkles radiantly in the moonlight. It's so beautiful. I finally do what I've been waiting to for weeks now. I lean forward and press my warm lips to his cold, soft ones. You've been waiting for weeks to kiss your boyfriend? Good lord, have you ever kissed him? I'm pretty sure they did in the last one, but in the beginning parts. But anyway, Kay responds by pulling me tightly against him with surprising force. It seems like he's been waiting to do the same. His grip on me is so tight I can feel his desperation. Then I can feel him pushing off my jacket. Oh dear God. Somewhere in my head I think, are we out here? Is this the first time? Whatever works. I slightly open my mouth. Whatever works. I love that. Pull away or whatever works. I slightly open my mouth and deepen the kiss, and Tetsuya eagerly responds. I should say pull away. I should know this by now, not to, I feel my glasses being taken off, and I throw my arms around Tetsuya with everything I've got. He doesn't stop kissing me, though, even as he stumbles backwards. I push my weight into him a little more and open my eyes as we fall into the soft grass below. He pulls away from me to look me in the eyes, his own entirely focused on me. I love you, Inara. Well, I love you more, Kay. I love all sides of you. The you who blunders your way through conversations, the you who blushes so easily, the you who's always there to gently support me, the powerful, incredibly smart and hardworking man I fell in love with. I love all of you. We close our eyes and our lips naturally meet. Aww. The kiss is passionate and deep. A kind of tempered, frenetic mood overtakes us. Okay. Kay slides one cool hand under the bottom of my shirt. I pull off one of the sleeves of his blazer before I get too impatient and move my hand under his shirt. I run my fingers along his firm abs even while he starts unbuttoning my shirt. I would just love for one of these to be like his furry beer belly or something. Just kidding. Everyone's always got perfect fucking smooth abs. It's always like his perfectly chiseled abs. Really, that's not realistic. I'm going to tell you something. 90% of the time, you're not going to be feeling some nicely smoothed abs. You wouldn't know what to fucking do if you did. Come on. Anyway, the cool air on my exposed skin is enough to make me pause and pull back for a moment. Are you sure it's okay to do this here? No one's going to come all the way out here, and even if they did, I would hear it before they got remotely close. In a quiet voice, Kay adds, besides that, I don't think I can wait anymore. Hearing those words combined with his rough voice is all the encouragement I need. Have they not ever done this in 2 years? Oh my God. Dude, talk about the patience of a fucking saint. I thought I had goddamn patience of a saint. Jesus. Not like that, I just mean in general. But I mean, this is like beyond. Tetsuya pulls me down to him quickly. In that movement, I can feel how he's just barely restraining his raw strength so he doesn't hurt me. I can't help but be turned on even more by this. By knowing what he wants to do to me, and by knowing that he loves me too much to do anything that would hurt me. I reach for his pants zipper even as his fingers move toward my bra, no longer feeling the slightest care in the world. On this night, all that matters is each other. To think we had such a problem with holding hands in public, and now we're doing this. But more than anything, I can't believe that this wonderfully perfect man will be my husband soon enough. His cute blushes, his sexy touches, his kindness and determination, they'll be mine and mine alone soon. The fact alone makes me happier than I could have ever imagined one woman could be. Oh, thank God. That was it? You don't... Okay. I just think it's interesting that you don't... Like, they're like, oh, we're gonna meet the other guy. Like, you're gonna meet Galaistus or whatever the fuck his name is. And then that's, like, not it. No. No? What was the point of that letter? Like, they shouldn't even have brought that up. That didn't even need to be in there. You know what I'm saying? It's just because it's like a thing. You're like, but what happened with that? Like, they didn't need that kind of part could have not been in there, and then it could have, like, wrapped up kind of completely and not, like, had this dangling thing out there. So, I don't know. Anyway, so that's that. That was Tetsuya's route. So next week we're going to go back into a hiatus of nothing, and then we will probably do Shinji's epilogue the end of February, beginning of March. So that first week of March, basically. And then we'll be back with Takumi's route mid-March. Hopefully by then, Hikaru's route is out again. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be coming out March or April, May. I don't really know the time frame because it got pushed back from December. So we shall see. But for now, we'll just keep our schedule the way it is with every other week so that we kind of space it out and don't miss too much of this. So yeah, I will see you guys in 2 weeks-ish, something like that. You know, whatever. Not next week, but the week after. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.